Hey.
Hey guys. I love how you always welcome people in like, oh, hello, there you are.
I didn't know you were going to be here.
Hi.
Hello.
It is Wednesday, November 14th, hump day. Thank you for being with us today. We appreciate it. What's up?
That hump day thing went out 15 years ago, and you keep doing it.
It wasn't even in play 15 years ago.
Yes, it was.
Well, you would know.
Like that's a length of time to be ashamed of?
I was but a wee child.
You're
I
still
was
a wee child.
15. How old were you?
I was working on my second reverse mortgage.
Oh, what is up, friends? Thanks for joining us today for the show. We've got some great stuff coming up for you today, and Lee Cruz is going to tell you all about it.
Okay. Well, we're going to meet Santa at Fayette Mall. He's there setting up shop.
Yes, he's actually already there. He's going to be there through Christmas Eve.
Matter of fact, as you'll find out throughout the show, Santa sets up shop at different places. He can't be faithful.
Oh.
And the other thing, our friends are back from Backroads Bakery.
Yes, we love these guys. It's a bakery right here in Lexington. They came on not too long ago, and they brought some cheesecake that they made that knocked our socks off. It was like bourbon peach. It was amazing. And so they're going to talk more about kind of some holiday themed treats today, be it Thanksgiving or Christmas. If you got an event to go to, they are your guys. So good and unique. So Backroads Bakery is here, and we're going to visit with Santa.
Speaking of desserts today, we went to, what's it called?
Make a Cake Cupcake Bar here in Lexington. It's new. They opened this fall.
They got a thing they do with a waffle.
What? It's a cupcake and a waffle like this.
With, in the middle, what is it? Cream cheese.
Yeah, you can pick, their whole thing, Make a Cake Cupcake Bar, is you go in, they have all the different things you need to do it, and then you customize your cupcake. You pick the cupcake, the filling, the topping, the icing.
Okay, yeah. But what's the thing in the middle? Is it cream cheese?
It's not just cream. That's what I was trying to get the point across.
No, you weren't. You were taking us around the barn. It's cream cheese, it's strawberry, homemade whipped cream.
There was no whipped cream on there, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want you to get mad at me.
Wait a minute.
Nope.
I heard a conversation about a homemade whipped cream, lady. Don't tell me that. What were we talking about? There was homemade whipped cream.
The shoulder is so cold. So cold. Anyway.
It's good.
It was
more
so
on that
good.
later. Okay, you ready to do the hot topic?
Let's get to it.
Okay.
Hot topic. A huge congratulations to the Bourbon County High School Marching Band. What's up, guys? They were named the best band of its size in the entire country.
What? In the nation?
In the nation. They got this amazing award on Saturday at the 2018 Bands of America Grand National Championships in Indy. The band has 119 members. They won the competition's Class A championship. These include schools that have up to 600 students enrolled in grades 10 through 12. There are 50 middle school students who also march with the band. This is a clip of their performance to Paradise Lost. Listen to this.
Paradise is inside of all of us.
What?
Found.
Because it was lost and now it's found.
They should make a song.
And did you see those two met there?
I thought it was a streaker for just a second.
Yeah, well.
I got confused.
That's Nicholas County's band.
Oh.
I say that because I was a former Blue Jacket.
He streaked
and
there.
I streaked there a lot.
He streaked there.
Yeah.
No, congratulations. That was like a stage show. That was
really
awesome.
good. Well, no wonder they won.
No wonder they won. I don't see how anybody could top that. Congratulations to our friends from Bourbon County. Way to go.
Just in time for the holidays, Hidden Valley Ranch has released a line of Christmas products on their website. You can find sweaters, a tree topper, wrapping paper, and giant bottles of ranch. Log on to hiddenvalley.com to check out their online store. There is
cool.
nothing better than ranch.
Love it.
I will walk out of a restaurant if they don't have ranch.
There's a local restaurant that Lee refuses to name because he is nice that doesn't serve ranch, and it really...
They may have changed. Yeah, and it's a good place to eat, but I was really upset.
How about you order something that doesn't require ranch?
Like what? Well, everything requires ranch.
Steak.
I could put steak, but I put ranch on steak.
I could put steak on my ranch.
That's kind of the way I do it.
You guys have a hot bowl of ranch I
Yeah.
could get, like a soup? I had a ranch sunflower seeds on our shoot yesterday, remember?
I've had those, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes on a golf trip, I'll use those.
Yeah. I've spat them on you on a golf trip.
I wish that were a lie. Well,
It's
the golf
true.
trip part's a lie, but
The
yes,
golf
she
trip's
was
a lie.
spitting them
I won't
on me.
take him on my
What
golf
kind
trips.
of woman? This is what you deal with those folks from Tennessee. And this is also what you deal with, folks from
That's right.
Tennessee. Look at that.
He got that at my family's Thanksgiving potluck. Unbelievable.
Moron.
Who, me?
Hey, yeah, apparently
Moron.
we, did you know this? We were on that website, Saturday Down South. Is it Saturday Night Down South?
No, that's Saturday Night Live is
Yeah.
over here.
But it's in
And then-
Saturday Down South. We were there.
Yes,
And
it's
then-
this awesome website that covers all SEC football all the time.
Man, apparently Paul Feinbaum wanted a clip of this.
Yeah, me.
I don't know that he
what
used
really
it yet,
happened, in
but-
case you don't know, I shaved the T into the back of Lee's head. Yeah, so it was on Saturday Down South, so we love those guys, so thank you so much, we appreciate it. I love it though, because it's all at your expense. But people are applauding you. Every article I've seen about it, be it on the Herald Leader
Why
or
would they applaud me?
they're saying good for you for holding up your end of the bet. I think a lot of people thought you'd say, no, I'm
I
not
don't
going to
even
do
think
that.
twice about that. That was the bet.
I'm trying to
this
give
is
you
how
a
low our
compliment.
standards are.
I can't do
that.
this.
A person gets complimented for meeting the commitment. I mean, you should just meet the
Well,
commitment.
I think it's pretty bad, and so I think people, it's not a
Well,
person.
it's pretty bad. That's your choice, how bad it was. You could have used grace and forgiveness. You could have showed mercy and just did it like a little thing. But instead, you put this scarlet T on my head that I have to walk around places in shame.
Perhaps one day, when I can get a full sentence out when we have a conversation on this show, I might consider offering you grace and forgiveness.
The problem
you cut me off all the time.
well, because you just keep taking us around everywhere. Yesterday, we went through your freshman history for 20 minutes.
No, we didn't.
And it was just about you going to class.
I think he's PMSing, guys. Let's just take it easy, give him a second and a Midol, and relax.
A Texas woman celebrated her divorce recently by blowing up her wedding dress.
What?
Sounds like a lot of people there.
Wow.
She says her divorce was finalized on Friday. The following day, she held a divorce party. Her dad and brother-in-law, filled the dress with 20 pounds of tannerite. The woman took an arrow, set it on fire, and shot it at the dress. Hit the bullseye on her first shot.
Wow.
Says seeing the dress in pieces was the closure she needed.
Oh my goodness.
Brother-in-law, maybe it's a brother-in-law from
Like maybe her
yeah,
sister's
that's right,
husband. Because I was thinking, her ex-husband's brother is on her side. This is interesting. I've heard of people doing, even if they don't get divorced, doing something where they re-wear their wedding dress again, and they'll put paint on it and stuff like that. But a lot of times, it's to celebrate the end of a marriage. I think it could be. It could be.
That tannerite stuff. I was watching some idiot who loaded up a refrigerator of tannerite. Maybe 200 yards away. He's behind a tree, shoots it with a rifle. It explodes. But then maybe a second and a half later, you can find this on YouTube, the refrigerator door comes flying at him and barely misses him. It's like a truck doing 90 miles an hour. Right by his head.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. I have shot an exploding target before.
What?
Yeah. I do things when we're not together.
You didn't do this.
I did do this. My brother's a big hunter, and he bought some exploding targets, and we set them out in the field at the farm in Tennessee. And it was a small one, and I still
Felt the concussion?
felt the concussion. I concussed. Coup contra coup. And it was intense. I cannot imagine a refrigerator
He loaded it up.
filled
It
with
blew
it.
the daggone door right back at
Have you seen people that'll put them on a raft in the middle of a lake and shoot at them, and then the water goes up?
Oh, cool.
It's pretty cool. Not a refrigerator.
We gotta
let's
do
not.
that.
We gotta do that. No training. A coffee shop in Roanoke, Virginia has a warning for rude customers. Cups Coffee and Tea has a new pricing policy. It encourages customers to be more polite to the staff. A worker put up the sign indicating that rudeness will cost you. Here it is. Check out the sign. So if you go up to the counter and you say small coffee, it's $5. If you say one small coffee, please, it's $3. But if you say hello, I'd like one small coffee, please.
I like this.
It's $1.75. Okay, so the store employee says these prices aren't real. They're not actually going to go up. But they're hoping to encourage people, hey, think about the way you speak to employees. I love this. Nothing makes me more embarrassed and upset when someone else in the line in front of me or just when someone's rude to a service person in any way, it makes me so angry. If you're at a restaurant and someone at the next table is being mean to the server or something.
Are you talking about me again?
You are. I've got a real problem. No, you are so nice to people. It's ridiculous. Just not me. He's nice to everyone but me. I don't know why. I think I need to become a waitress, and maybe then you'll be nice to me.
Sure, if you're bringing me food.
Yeah. Hayley, I love you.
Hey, my man Dave Chappelle made a special appearance in Ohio couples engagement photos. Chappelle, who lives in the area, showed up during their photo shoot. And according to the photographer, Chappelle initially declined taking the photo with them. He started chatting with the future groom about his military service because he's been in the Air Force since 2010. Chappelle then announced he would photobomb the couple and said it would go viral, which, of course, guess what? It did.
The first thing I think of in the first photo when he's creeping up is that character he used to do on the Chappelle show, the drug addict.
The crack guy.
Y'all want to buy some crack? Too much, but love this.
I love Dave Chappelle.
I do too.
I honestly think Dave Chappelle may be, and for my money, the funniest guy America has at the moment.
Yeah?
Doing stand-up.
I feel like he needs
beautiful.
to get more exposure now. He was so huge for a while, and then he went away, and there was all that talk about why he went away, where he went, Africa, we don't know.
I don't know about all that.
But now he's back. He was in that A Star Is Born film, playing a serious role. The film that you hated.
I haven't seen it, and I hate it.
Yeah, I know.
don't need to see it.
I know you. Right. That's the way things
But
work.
I love Dave Chappelle. As far as just pure stand-up, he's a master craftsman when it comes to building jokes.
He drives a mastercraft boat. Master craftsman.
No.
Okay. All right, we got time for one more. A photo of an elderly woman sitting down with a stranger to have breakfast has gone viral. Look how sweet. A teacher snapped this photo. They were also in the restaurant. Looks like a McDonald's. So she wrote that the elderly woman here on your right appeared to be lonely. She went up to this stranger, this man she didn't know, and asked him, hey, can I sit with you? He said, of course. He shook her hand, and the two had their meal together there. They laughed and talked like they were old friends. The guy told the woman who took the photo that he'd love to sit back down and have another meal with his brand new friend. How sweet is that?
That's what it should be.
It is, yeah. Come on, guys. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
I love
you know
it.
that moment that was on Saturday Night Live last weekend? That's
Pete Davidson?
who America should be. Yeah, with Pete Davidson and then Dan Crenshaw.
Yeah, the new
the
congressman-elect,
from Texas, you know, with the eye patch, and Pete made a joke about it. Which I don't think it was that big a deal. But anyway, it brought them together, and it was a very funny thing. And
It did.
Should have.
Yeah, it was very funny, and then
Should have more moments like that.
yeah, exactly. And then they were just talking about how we need to respect
Who
each
cares
other
about
and
the
be
political
nice.
divide? Big deal.
Exactly.
We make too big a deal about politics.
Even if you disagree on politics, I think that's the issue. We all feel like we need to hate the other person. You don't. I disagree with you on things, tons of people on things, but we can
Wait a
still be
minute.
friends.
What do you mean you disagree with me? Like what?
What?
You don't disagree with me on anything.
I disagree with you about stuff all the time.
No, you don't. You agree with me on
I
everything.
probably agree with you because I want it to be over.
Okay, we're going to find out what this is about. Anyway, those are today's hot topics. Coming up, big news, Santa has arrived in Lexington.
Straight ahead, we pay a visit to the man himself who has set up shop until Christmas once again this year at Fayette Mall, when you can take your child to see Santa Claus. Coming up next.